Hi, I'm Jen Giroux, and I'm a real estate agent with Keller Williams Realty, and this is episode number 72 of Still Place Like Home, where I talk with people in and around our community. And today we are talking to Tricia Belsanti, owner of On Your Toes in Acton Dance Studio, and behind me is the Assabet River. I mean, what an awesome place to come and dance, do yoga, relax. This is such a beautiful studio. You can go upstairs in between classes and sit outside and listen to the river. It's just a lovely place, and most importantly, Tricia has great teachers and just has a love for the kids, and that in the end is always the most important thing. We could actually, maybe we could do it upstairs outside on where the brook, is it a brook? River?
I call it a river. It's like the Assabet.
Oh, is it? Okay. I mean, that's so cool to
Yeah.
be having classes and have that as your
The-
background.
Before COVID, I had a lot of people for yoga.
Mm-hmm.
Starfish Yoga came in, and they had this Zumba was there, and they just loved being out there, like, and just seeing the
I
river.
can
It was
totally
really,
understand that.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Totally understand that. So you've been doing this for 15, this is your
This is our
16th
16th
year.
season here. Yeah.
So what do you love about teaching?
I love just every time. Nothing is ever the same. And I've been, teaching for a million years since I was like 12. And every single time I go and teach a class, it's different. There's, I have a playlist.
Mm-hmm.
I have but there's kids with different challenges, kids with different expectations, different excitements, different reasons for being there. So I like the uncertainty of it a little bit. Like, you have to stay on your toes. You have to always know what's going on.
Right.
And always be able to adjust.
And what do you think dance brings to your students?
I definitely think it brings confidence to them.
Mm-hmm.
It lets them be creative.
Mm-hmm.
It brings a lot of discipline to them to have expectations. The relationships that my students have with their teachers is a respectful relationship, but also I think it's nice that they know that it's it's a teacher that they can kind of confide in if they need help.
Mm-hmm.
And the relationships that they build with their dance friends. And I think that's really special about On Your Toes is that we're in Acton, but I have a ton of Stow kids, I have a ton of Sudbury kids, Concord, Maynard, Acton, obviously. And so when they come here, if they've had a bad day at school, they can just really sit and see all their
different
friends.
Yes, not from school.
And they're not, in a like a clique or anything like that.
Yeah. And so what are the age groups that you teach?
I do Mommy and Me. That's one of my favorites. They're like 2 to 3. I know, it's really fun. And then, so that's a Mommy and Me, or a Me and My Shadow, I call it this year. And then we go all the way up. We have 10 graduating seniors this year.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, so basically 2 to 18.
And they've been dancing with you this whole time?
Yes. My seniors this year have been with me, and last year, literally 15, 16 years. It is, they're like my daughters.
Oh, yes.
They are.
Yes, because you have all boys.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Do the boys ever want to come in here?
Back in the day, my younger one, Jacob, with a couple other Stow boys, they did awesome hip hop. They were so good. They did that maybe like 4th, 5th grade. And it was great. I love them being here.
Yes.
And they had this awesome class. They did awesome tricks. That was really fun. And that kind of dissolved. But I would love to get that started again.
Yeah, right.
And my kids, they help out a lot, especially my older son. He was like the police. The police canceled for our recital, so he was like helping people walking across the street and helping. He always has helped me with my music.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and they do a lot of maintenance around the studio for me. They pick all the weeds and all that
wow.
stuff. Yeah, so
that's nice. How would you train them to do that?
It's expected. It's a family business.
That's a good answer.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I love that. That's really cool. So do they So they take an interest in how it's going in here?
There's been highs and lows of running any business.
Right.
If a teacher has left that I wasn't expecting, I take that all out on my kids. I never bring it here.
Mm-hmm.
So they see what it's like. It doesn't matter what business it is. They see that and they're very good to me with my highs and lows sometimes.
Yeah.
Or not getting dinner every night.
Right.
Because the dance teacher schedule is very weird. I'll make dinner at 1 o'clock. It's there ready for them. And then I come to the studio and sometimes I don't get home until, when they were little, sometimes I didn't get home until much later. Mm-hmm. But I always try, but it's also a great job where I got to take them to preschool every day. I got to be the mom that got to help in the classroom. I got to, I didn't really miss out. And before the studio was here, it was at the Thoreau Club. Mm-hmm. So the boys just came with me when they were little. I always had a babysitter there. They didn't even know that I worked, so they didn't.
Right.
So that was the best blessing. I had it there for 7 years.
I think it's also great for your boys to see that you're running your own business.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. It's not easy at all.
It's not.
Because it does affect every aspect of your life.
Yes.
And
yes.
We do tend to take out our frustrations on our family too, which is the ones we love.
No. Yeah.
So what are you excited about this year?
I am hoping that we'll be able to get on stage in an auditorium for the Nutcracker. My fingers are crossed. We had 36 beautiful dancers audition, and then all the other ballet classes were also involved, so I'm really hoping that happens. I'm excited about the new things that we incorporated last year. Like we were talking, the Callings Foundation donated space last year for us to do a fall fest. So this year it was such a success that I'm like, let's do it again. So we're doing that. That's going to be at the end of October. And then the Nutcracker is a separate show in November. I loved my recital last year. We had an outdoor stage. Mm-hmm. I won't do that again because of the not knowing what the weather is going to be like. But if for some reason we can't be inside an auditorium, I would do that again. And then just seeing, not really having, I'm keeping all the COVID policies. We're allowing more kids to come into the studio. But I'm just excited I love seeing the kids get excited about dance and be free and kind of they really do release when they come in here.
Wow. That's probably the best part, I would imagine.
Yeah, it is. And, for them to come, even, I only teach the kids 3rd grade and under now. But seeing all of the 10 seniors, the juniors come in and, we'll always be part of each other's lives.
Yes, so that's so
it's
nice.
very personal. And I think that was the thing with when COVID hit and not hearing from people. Yeah. That was whoa, it was hurtful a little bit because I'm like, oh, are you going to come back? Are they going to come back? So when people really did start coming back this year, I was like, oh, thank God. Yeah. It made me feel really good. It was like nothing ever happened. So
Right. That's nice.
So I'm hoping that we're able that everyone stays as healthy as possible. My dancers take COVID very serious. They were the older ones are vaccinated. They wear their masks. They stay socially distant. They eat outside when they're here long. They do, and as well as my teachers.
Well, I think the alternative is not having to come. You can't come in if you don't stay healthy and keep everybody safe. And we know how important it is to have that physical touch, the human touch, to be in the same place. So, well, good luck this year. I'm excited for you and all the kids too.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. Good energy.
Yeah. Thank you. That was good. I love it.